to any wicked system that these demons have designed. They frame a mind and have you salty as a bacon rind. I'm trying to mastermind how to help out humankind. I'm open mind, but I do not walk with none aligned. My state of mind is to keep a peace for peace of mind. I'm like Malcolm with my piece at the Venetian blinds. I'm trying to manifest the things in my subconscious mind that I have only seen in dreams in my unconscious mind. My dreams unrefined, spring to mind, a state of mind that make it seem this lucky life of mine is pre-designed. And if it is, then thank the Lord, cause that's the mastermind.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. Into the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Murray now on first down. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
First down grab there by Christian Kirk, now in his 4th season with the Arizona Cardinals, and they would like to get the ball to him a little bit more. Just 48 catches last year. Typically, when he catches it, it results in big plays.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Hey, come on.
On first and 10, here's Murray. And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson. Well, you know it's never easy to get Kyler Murray down to the ground, and to do it with a sack on their first drive, what a great tone setter defensively.
Oh, and no one's celebrating more than the defensive coordinator, because that's all he's preached all week long. Keep him hemmed in. Don't let him get into the open field and create big plays with his feet. To get him down in the pocket early, that's got to feel great for them.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground. On fourth down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Throwing is Cousins. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down. Cook not going to be successful as he'll lose a couple of yards on first down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Now, those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Now a second down throw for Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. It got his man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. From the red zone now, Cousins. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
2nd and 10. To the air again, it's Cousins. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. From the 8, they've got it 1st and goal. From the gun, here's Cousins. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 20. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Prater for the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
On play action, Cousins. And he's got this to Jefferson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down.
And Viking fans spent plenty of time wondering how they were going to replace Stephon Diggs when he left for Buffalo. But I think most would agree now that Justin Jefferson was the best rookie receiver in football last year. 88 catches for an even 1,400 yards. I would say the numbers don't lie.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. This defense for the Cards, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Second down, they go right back to Cook. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. Play fake, Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Thielen with his first catch, and it's a first down.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
Play action now. Cousins sliding out of the pocket. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. The linebacker Jordan Hicks flying in there for the sack. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Cousins, it's caught. Smith. That catch good for 5. It's third down. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. To throw, Cousins. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. I respect both sides on that play, CD. For him to be able to hold on to that football and the impressive tackle, wow.
Did you notice the look between the two of them as they came off the ground? That look did say the word respect.
On second and goal, Cousins. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. D.D. Westbrook. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Now Cousins going to bring his guys up for the two-point try. Cousins will try and throw. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and a big sack at that. This remains a one-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This taken in at the goal line. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Forced out to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And it's intercepted. Picked up by who else? The former Cardinal, Patrick Peterson. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Following the interception, Cousins. Open man here is Conklin. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
On second down, Cook. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Off the play fake, Cousins. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. Cousins in the offense is going to stay out there. They're going to try on 4th down. Cousins now. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down. And they'll get 19 yards there. And it'll give the Vikings a first down. Cousins gives way to Cook. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Guess who? J.J. Watt, as he so often does, getting in there to wreak havoc. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. To Jefferson on the slant. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Cousins. And he's going to go down back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Marcus Golden, too much to handle that time, gets the sack. Well, let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. Now Cousins letting one go deep for the end zone. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, 27 yards. And the Vikings have taken the lead. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Taking it about the 1. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Murray dancing to his left. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. First carry for James Conner. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Here's Murray. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Murray now. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Everson Griffin on the sack, taken to the 4th round back in 2010. What a steal. Here's Andy Lee now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
The Vikings take over at their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Marcus Golden. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
And he's brought down. Murray to the veteran Green for the Cardinal first.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. James Conner, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead is now 2. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Looking to throw again on second down. Cousins, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And he'll be down at the 6-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands. And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cardinals would extend their lead here just before halftime. Prater for the extra point. And that makes this a 9-point game. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we reach halftime here in Glendale with the Cardinals on top. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
To throw is Cousins. He'll find Thielen, work in the middle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. They're going to run this with a tight end. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. The speed of Jordan Hicks on display there as he gets the tackle for loss. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Cousins. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Marcus Golden picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. Throwing is Cousins. That is caught. Westbrook's got it. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now an end around as Cousins will just pop this forward. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they've run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Cousins going to bat it forward here on the jet sweep. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cardinals are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That 1st down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. And they'll get him down up past the 15.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. He's going to air it out deep for Green. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Cardinals. It's so easy to focus on the speed and elusiveness of Kyler Murray, but as he shows right there, don't sleep on the arm strength.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Extra point good by Prater. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Phoenix, Arizona's the spot. Glad to have you along for the ride. Third quarter action and a 2nd and 10 upcoming. From the gun, here's Cousins. And that is incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
On 3rd down, Cousins. He's got a man, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 46. They go play action. Cousins looking long for Westbrook. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cards are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And another drive starts with them huddling in their end zone, Charlie. Where have we seen this before? Very recently, but the last time they had it backed up like this, they took it the length of the field.
Hard to do that once, let alone the idea of doing it twice. But, of course, that's the goal. So, as a secondary deal, get 2 first downs. Help yourself with field position and help your defense out.
On 2nd down now. It's Connor, and a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he will find the rookie from Purdue. That's Rondale Moore. Murray to Moore, first down, Arizona.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Flushed out right, going deep for Hopkins. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. On the return is Peterson. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Cousins. He's going to get this one down to Cook. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 2. Throwing, Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 12-yard line. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, Cousins. Being chased out left. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Play action now. Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cardinals are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Murray a give. This is Connor.
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety.
And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick.
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down.
Jordan Hicks able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Cousins. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 35. Cousins now to throw on first down. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Throwing on 2nd and long. Cousins. Flush to his right. And he completes it to Westbrook.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? The Vikings on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw, Cousins. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
To the air again, it's Cousins. Lets it fly for Thielen. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cards force the turnover. And they'll take over at the 10. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, that means talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Buying time to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception. Play
action. Now it's Murray. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Let's go, G.
On the slant, complete to Hopkins. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's fourth down.
Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle. A 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Off the play fake, Cousins. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Here's 2nd and 10. Play fake, Cousins. That is caught by Thielen. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. play action. Cousins. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And he caught it up. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They begin on the ground here with Connor. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made that time by Anthony Barr. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Again, a run with Connor. 12 yards the pickup. Good enough for an Arizona first.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. On 1st and 10 is Connor. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. On the handoff, Connor. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Arizona, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the